Hi guys and welcome back to Yashi today with another Fundrise review and update. It has been officially 5 years I've been invested with them, and in this video we're gonna go over what Fundrise is, how it works, how to set up an account. We're gonna go over my personal returns, especially during 2022, which was an interesting year, and what I personally believe with them, if I gotta keep on investing in them or not. So let's get started here. What is Fundrise? Fundrise is a platform that enables everyday people to invest in real estate with little money. The cool thing is you can start with as little as a few $100s, and what Fundrise does is it takes your money and invests it across multiple real estate projects in different ways. They either use it to buy real estate projects or to provide funding in terms of loans to construction companies in exchange for an interest rate. So not only are you investing in real estate, but you're also diversifying the way you're making money. I mean, Fundrise is for you. Setting up an account is extremely easy. The cool thing is that depending on where you are in life and what you want, you can choose between 3 different portfolios: income, growth, and balanced. Income focuses on projects that pay you income as soon as they get started. It can be either rental properties or giving out loans to construction companies that pay you a monthly interest rate back that becomes your income. Most of this income let's say portfolio pays you back in forms of dividends, which is also cool because every quarter you see some money back into your Fundrise account if you want to reinvest it, or back into your personal account if you want to pull it out. The second one is growth. It focuses more on longer term projects, so returns are next to zero in the beginning. However, they keep on going up as you are invested in them for a few years. The cool thing of this is that returns tend to be higher than the income, let's say, portfolio, but it takes longer. So if you have a longer time span, you're very patient, it is also a good thing. The third one is a balanced version of the two, where you have some quarterly income in form of dividends, but also growth that you see throughout the years. And by looking at my account, which is a balanced account, you will see exactly what I mean. You will always see some income coming in form of dividends, as well as growth in the past couple of years, especially 2020, 2021, and 2023. I've been invested in Fundrise since 2018, so it's officially 5 years, which gives me a good point to evaluate and give you a review on this app. So let's get started. Let's hit record here on the computer, and here we can see that my account is now at $48,000. I started with a few $100s in 2018, and then as I started having a more stable income, I started putting in $800 every single month. I have started to invest in real estate actively 4 years ago with my first rental property, and even now where I am actively and full-time doing real estate by flipping houses, I still choose to put $800 a month in this platform. The general goal of this is, as I do not have a strong 401k, is to make this accessible 401k and longer term retirement plan, because I really like the real estate projects I invest in. I love real estate myself. I'm not saying you should too, but I love real estate because you're investing in something physical. I love the returns and I really love where they're putting the money in. What are my returns on this account? So 48,000 is the value of the account. 44,000 is the amount of money that I invested in with my personal money. The returns have been $8,876. Now, if you do this plus this, you realize that the number here is not the two put together, because some of this money, the net returns, came in form of dividends, and I chose to have part of those dividends given back to my personal account. This is why this number is lower than these two together. Percentage-wise, how are the returns? Since 2015, considering also the dip that real estate had in 2022, I made 10% in growth and 7% in income. Now, most of my projects are invested in growth. 80% of my portfolio is invested in the growth project, which, as I said in the beginning, are more a longer term return. You won't see as much as a return in the beginning, which makes sense why the return isn't as high in 5 years. Real estate takes a long time. It takes also a long time to appreciate and to compound. So we're gonna see hopefully a bigger number as the years go by. Another thing is, when you go into the details detailed, let's say, view over the growth projects, you realize that many of the projects are still ramping up. They're not active, they're not actively creating income. That's the other reason. And when you start investing in Fundrise, in the beginning, you will see many of your projects still ramping up and not making money, especially on the growth side. Dividend perspective, we made 7% in the past couple of years. This is what they say. I believe that there are some miscalculation. The formula is not a one-to-one formula. I will have to double check this on my end, but I cannot give you an answer to that now. Now, returns might not sound supersonic, but we need to consider that Fundrise mostly invests in the, let's say, Sunbelt area and California, which were the areas that, unlike the rest of the American market, have been hit the hardest in terms of price drops. And even if the price drops over the past couple of years, we achieved a positive return. And I believe that especially the growth projects, as most of these projects that are invested in are in key locations, growth will appreciate even more. So I'm not too worried about it. My general goal, short-term goal with Fundrise, is to get enough dividend every single month to pay off my $215 of health insurance every single month. So I can officially say that Fundrise will be paying my health insurance, which is kind of cool to say, as it will be 100% passively paid. But let's dig into some of these projects. Actually, let's start with the map here. Cool thing is $48,000 I invested across 282 properties, which is a lot. If I had 40 grand, it would be very difficult to own 282 properties, even if I were to use a lot of leverage and loans. So the cool thing is I'm very well diversified. The only thing is I'm diversified in these higher, let's say, hit areas: California, Texas, Florida, and Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. was hit the least, but all these areas were hit in some cases quite a lot. And even with the big hit, we're still in positive territory. We also have to consider that the equivalent is stocks. And in 2022, stocks received a big hit. So even with the big hit, we're still positive. Stocks now are starting to recover, so the returns are pretty good. And generally speaking, real estate isn't fluctuating as much as stocks, so I'm not getting a heart attack every single day by looking at my Robinhood account. With that said, I'm still very satisfied with them. Here you have a distribution of the properties, here you have a list of the properties and how they're invested in. Some are ownership into the properties, some are Fundrise giving out loans and receiving an interest back as fixed income, and some is rental return. Let me show you, let's delve in some of these projects. Here we have new construction projects, here we have something. Value add is also really cool, where they buy something that already exists and they improve the rental income by improving the properties themselves. What I really like for this platform, and here now we're delving more into the review stuff, is that if you're a new real estate investor, first of all, most cases you won't be able to invest in real estate up front. This gives you a good opportunity to get started with real estate and not only see your account going up or down or whatever, but also learning stuff. Fundrise knows that many of their investors are entry-level people. So they created this news feed where they give you the detailed insights about the real estate projects you're investing in. And they also have a podcast every couple of weeks with some insights more on the corporate stuff. So whether you are a new investor or somebody who's doing single family investing, Fundrise helps you on both sides to understand real estate even better. Their podcast focuses more on macroeconomic things, so making you understand what is happening on a macroeconomic level in terms of real estate, and also from a corporate real estate investing perspective. So bigger projects like multifamily apartment buildings. So not only is Fundrise giving you accessibility to these larger real estate projects, but it's also doing a lot in terms of teaching how real estate works if you're interested in it. Generally speaking, I'm very happy with them. Returns, of course, are not as good as my active real estate. I'm actively invested in real estate, and last year, I mean, if we go to custom and we put 2022 returns in Fundrise were 7%. Last year, my flips generated more than 100% return on investment because I flipped a few properties and we didn't even consider all my rentals. So yes, I make a lot more money, but I'm doing a lot more work, like a lot more work. Here, I just invest and I forget about it. So generally speaking, I like the app. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so do your research. And always be cautious with investing your money. Talk to a professional, talk to an expert, look at different apps. I'm here just giving you my opinion. But generally speaking, I'm very happy with these guys. With that said, if you are interested in looking more into it, I'm gonna leave a link down below here for you to go on to it. But generally speaking, I'm very happy. Will I keep on investing with their app? I will. Even though returns have not been amazing in the past year, but because of macroeconomic issues, I'm still keen and keep on investing my $800 a month. I'm kind of using them as a more accessible 401k because this is not a retirement account. It's always accessible. I can always pull the money out, but I'm kind of putting money in and forgetting about it and curious to see where it goes while I keep on doing these updates for you guys and telling you how it is going and what it is. They're one of the first ones that created this kind of investing format, and now more people are coming. I believe that the service is, generally speaking, very similar. I started with them, and as per now, I'm pretty satisfied. Again, I will keep on saying, do your research first, understand where you're putting your money in, but be very, very clear on what they're doing with your money. And the only drawback I have is the fact that it takes a while to take money out if you want to sell your shares, because it's real estate, they have their own processes. If you take your money out before 3 years of investing, there could be some fees. Talk about 3 to 1%, that's what I read in the past. I don't know about now, it could be different. And last but not least, even though you can choose your type of portfolio, you do not have as direct control the allocation and percentages that goes to every single portfolio. In this case, they chose 80% in growth and 82% in growth and 70% in income portfolio. I would have made it a little different, but I'm still fine with that. Guys, this is all for now. General impression is positive, with a little bit drawbacks, but that's in everything. If you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe. If you want to learn more, you can check the link below for Fundrise. Thank you for watching. Ciao.